I'm not even joking. I'm so fed up with being gay, but like love it at the same time. Like, oh my god, I'm like, oh hey, look at my hair. It doesn't look that bad today. Scratch that. Never mind. We're just gonna not do that. Anyways, so, dude, this book I'm reading has gay relationships left and right, and I'm so happy. Like, boy, this book, I'm like, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I thought I wouldn't like it, but oh my god, do I like it? No, not just like, love. Like, this is a favorite, this is bookmarked, this is gonna be saved. Like, this book is, this book. I mean, it has its flaws. What book doesn't? Like, what human doesn't, actually? But, like, it's so good. Oh my god, you guys don't understand this book. I'm dying. Like, I just love this book so much. Like, it's so gay. And I have crushes on so many gay characters, and like, they're together, but like, I don't know how to explain. I'm like fangirling so hard right now, but like, it's not fangirling, it's different. It's like, I don't know, but like, I really love this book. It's like so good. There are some books that I read on this like app that I have online, and it's like really, well, I guess it's not online since it's an app, but like, it's an app called Wattpad, and it's basically a place for hormones and usually shitty writers to breed and just make monsters. And like, a lot of times their books are ridiculously cheesy and shitty and not great grammar, and sometimes the plot doesn't even make any sense, and a lot of times the books are shitty, and a lot of times the books aren't even finished. But sometimes you find a good completed book and you're like, hello, thank you, I'm reading this, and like, it's the best day of your life. This happened to be one of those days, because I discovered a book that is so good. Like, oh my god, I was not expecting it to be good. Like, it literally, the summary is complete ass for this book, so I did not go into it with strong expectations. It literally had this like weak ass quote for the summary before you like clicked on the book to read it, and I was like, I'm not sure about this, but like, you know what, it's about a vampire and a werewolf, and like, they're gay, so like, you know, maybe it could be good. And then I started reading, and I was kind of still questionable. By like the 12th chapter, I was kind of like still like, this kind of seems really slow. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I don't really get it. Like, what? And then just a chapter happened, and I was like, never mind, I changed my mind. Love this book. It's the greatest book of all time. Like, oh my god, so great. And then from then on, the gayness just like magnified, and like, literally almost every character is gay, and I'm just like, oh my god, the gayness. Like, this book might as well be like shooting out rainbows from its pages, because it's that gay. Like, literally wouldn't be surprised if the text was written in rainbow, because that's how gay it is. Like, oh my god. Like, I expect like a little like gay leprechaun to just pop out of the book and be like, hey, psych, this is like too gay for you, and I'll be like, fuck. But like, oh my god, it's so good. It's like literally like one of the gayest things that I've ever read, and I'm like beyond happy because of that, because like, literally, hello, have you met me? Hi. I'm low-key really gay, and technically pansexual, but like actually really gay, so like, you know. And like, so good. It's so good. It's, oh my god. Like, first of all, the two main characters, can I just say, are so good. Like, and it's rare for me to like really love two gay characters as much as I love these two, because I hate to say it, but I love and hate gay romance novels because they can be really great. Like, they can be, like, phenomenal, and, like, I can relate, and I love it so much. But more often than not, it's, like, they've set, like, a very prominent, like, boundary of, like, who's the more dominant person in the relationship and who's the more submissive, or who's, like, the more girly type or the more, like, masculine and strong. And I'm just kind of like, why the fuck do they have to have roles? Like, why can't they just fucking love each other? Like, what is wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, who cares if one of them, like, wants to be on the top, like, 1 minute and then wants to be on the bottom the next? Like, you know, it doesn't fucking matter, you know? And, like, it just irritates me. And so, but then it also irritates me in the same sense because, like, it happens a lot in straight romances. That actually happens a lot more often in straight romances, where the girl is typically extremely submissive and just, like, lets the guy take reign and, like, lets the guy take control of everything. And I'm just kind of like, the fuck is that? Like, no. Like, and, like, I can't, like, it takes a lot for me to read, like, a straight romance novel. Like, it's really difficult for me to get into it because, like, I just really, like, even if it's subtle, like, there's still, like, a very distinct difference between the two, and there's, like, not a lot of equality going on, and I'm kind of like, the fuck, this is 2018, people, like, can you get over yourselves? And typically doesn't happen. And then, so, I don't typically read straight romance novels. Like, I typically read gay or sex. I mean, of course. Like, why wouldn't I say sex? Because hormonal teenager on the loose. Hello. Hormonal gay teenager on the loose. Actually, that's kind of more dangerous if I'm being honest here. But, like, yeah, like, I don't know. I just, like, literally just got the wind knocked out of my sails for some reason. And I'm a lot less excited. But, like, still excited. But, like, calmer. Which I guess is a good thing. Like, you should be calm. So, like, why am I complaining? I don't know. Cool. Okay. But I just don't really like straight romance novels because, like, they usually have, like, a very masculine character and a very, like, feminine, submissive character. I'm just kind of like, I don't mix with that, okay? Like, it's really hard to find, like, romance novels that have, like, equal, like, grounds with each other. Like, there's always one that, like, one partner who, like, has, like, a little bit higher footing and a little bit more control than the other person. And I'm just like, why? Why is that a thing? Like, why does that even need to be a thing? Like, it, I don't like it at all. Like, it just legitimately bugs me because, like, I cannot imagine having anyone at all even, like, a little bit, like, in control of me. Like, I just can't. Like, it, no. So, well, I mean, that's not true. Like, I could kind of imagine it, but, like, it just wouldn't feel right, you know? Like, I would feel, like, weak and, like, just, like, not myself, you know? Like, I just wouldn't, like, feel me to be all, like, yeah, like, you can take the reins of something. Like, just, it doesn't, like, I don't know, like, it doesn't, like, it literally feels like there are bugs crawling on my skin. Like, I can't do it. So, but at the same time, like, I couldn't picture myself being the more dominant one in a relationship either, because, like, that control is kind of scary. Like, having someone so dependent on you is, like, I mean, I've had a lot of people dependent on me, and I can be a very good caretaker. Like, I'm really good at taking care of people. Does that mean I like it? Hell to the fucking no. Okay, I've done it my entire fucking life. I'm tired of it and I don't like it, okay? Like, I am fucking done with taking care of people. Does that mean I won't do it if I have to? Like, I mean, does that mean, like, I'll ignore and, like, someone in pain and, like, not help them if, like, if I need to? No. Like, obviously I'm gonna take care of someone if they need help. But I don't, like, go out of my way to be like, who needs my help? Like, I want to help you because, like, I'm tired of it. Like, I want to be selfish. Like, I want to be that person who just, like, fucking, like, goes in a room and doesn't give a shit about anybody else and, like, just lives and doesn't worry about anybody and doesn't, like, have concern. That sounds really bitchy. But, like, I really feel like I have, like, my phone is dying. It's been dying for, like, progressively for, like, 2 days now, like, consistently, like, all fucking day. Like, it won't charge all the way. Like, it'll get close, it'll get to, like, 80%, and then I'll disconnect the charger, and, like, it'll drop, like, 10% every, like, 5 minutes. And I'm just like, the fuck is this? Like, why? What is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, like, at all. Like, what's wrong with my phone? Okay, can someone tell me? I really would like to know. And also, really don't like my phone, to be honest. I think I've talked about this before, but, like, I really don't. Like, it's, like, unnecessarily expensive, and it's unnecessarily, like, big, and it's unnecessarily, like, has this, like, weird charger that has a double side on it, and it, like, unnecessarily has a lot of extra things that are convenient, but also disconvenient at the same time. Is disconvenient even a word? Not entirely sure. But inconvenient, that's the word I'm looking for. At the same time, and, like, just is unnecessary to have such a ridiculously fancy phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get it, and I don't really like it, and, like, I wish I could have a simpler phone. But then at the same time, I don't, because I have this phone, like, I can film semi-decent videos for my YouTube channel. So, like, you know, if I didn't have this phone, like, I'd probably be having shitty quality videos and not be able to upload them. So, like, you know, kind of like this phone. But then at the same time, would much prefer to have, like, a more basic phone and an actual camera and an actual real, like, YouTuber setup, you know? But this is what I'm working with. A dumbass, like, unnecessarily fancy phone that works only for me because I upload YouTube videos. But, like, if I didn't have YouTube, I would fucking, like, ask my dad to switch out this phone because, like, I really hate this phone. Like, it's unnecessarily fancy and ridiculous, and, like, why the fuck do you need such a fancy, ridiculously nice phone? Like, you don't need it. That's the point. Like, you just don't. Like, I don't get why you want to waste, like, hundreds of dollars on something that's not even necessary. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But, again, it's just me. So, you know, whatever. Literally every other kid in my class who, like, doesn't have this type of phone was like, oh my god, this is the greatest phone ever. I want that phone. I have this shitty phone that I got when I was, like, 6 years old. And I was like, well, I mean, not 6 years old, like, 6th grade or something. And I'm like, your phone is nice. Like, it's basic. Like, it's a phone. Like, what do you have to fucking complain about? Like, I don't understand people, you know, like, I just don't. Anyways, so, back to gayness, you know. Literally just saying the word gay makes me so happy. Like, I'm literally so gay. I might as well just fucking shit rainbows, you know? Like, honestly, would love doing that, though, because, like, it would make shitting, like, a less painful problem. You know what? I'm not. Why do I talk the way I talk? I literally have no filter. I hate myself so much. Okay, why did I do thumbs up? Anyways, yeah, this book is really gay and I really love it so much. Like, it's just, and it's also, again, don't understand people. Like, drivers, like, why the fuck do you have to be so damn loud? Like, you do not need to, you know what, it's out of my control. I can't do anything about it. Just stop. No. Okay. Anyways, I almost said stop, drop, and roll. This isn't a fire. I mean, it kind of feels like a fire because it's, like, fucking annoying. But, like, anyways, so, this book is really gay, and I really like it because the main characters that are gay, like, they, like, can't really, like, get involved with each other, because, like, Or they're not supposed to because they have this, like, in their DNA, they're supposed to hate each other because, like, one of them's a vampire and one of them's a werewolf, and they're running off of the idea that vampires and werewolves hate each other. And la 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 la, you know, whatever. But they're actually mates, and, like, they love each other, and blah blah blah. They're both male, blah blah blah, all these problems. But are, like, they're actual legitimate problems, which is what I really love about this book, because, like, a lot of books, especially romance books, like, have, like, petty, and I mean petty, really little insignificant problems that they, like, blow out of proportion, and they make their characters seem really stupid because they focus on these little tiny problems like they're huge ones, and then it's all resolved by the end of the book, and then that's the plot of the book. It was this little tiny magnified problem, and I'm just kind of like, that was fucking unnecessary, and you just made your book stupid. You're welcome. Like, so unfortunately that happens a lot with the books on Wattpad, because a lot of them are written by, again, horny teenagers or tweens like me. So, like, between the ages of, like, 13 to, like, 21, I don't fucking know. And they're all, like, reading or they're writing books, and, like, a lot of them are in the tween/teen range, so they're not mature enough to, like, know what a real relationship is, and, like, they don't know how to write a real relationship and a real relationship's problems. So they take from media, and media only focuses on the little tiny problems as well, and they don't know what a real problem is. So they write about those small problems and they magnify them, and then their book is stupid because they don't understand what a real relationship/love is. Not that I can talk, because I don't know it either, but, like, I know the difference between a fake relationship and a real one, and you can clearly tell the difference when you're reading about them. So, yeah, so, like, a lot of books on Wattpad, like, are complete shit. I'm sorry to people who write Wattpad stories, but, like, they are. Like, they're, like, you're gonna mature and you're gonna, like, have better writing, and, like, you're gonna know how to write a real love story, but, like, right now they don't. And so it's really hard to find, like, the right author to read, because, like, I'm really picky with my books. And, like, I'm really picky with a lot of things, actually. Slight perfectionist, just a little bit, just a little tiny bit, just a little bit. Like, I don't know, I used to not be, like, I used to be that kind of person who would be like, fuck it, like, let whatever happen to me, and I still kind of am that way, but, like, at the same time, I'm kind of like, I need at least some order in my life, because my mental state is so chaotic. So, tiny bit of a perfectionist, just a tiny bit. Like, I go with the flow, and I let people do their own thing to an extent. Like, I will, like, rein a situation in if it gets out of hand, but I will let people, like, live, like, you know, and I will let, like, I don't know, like, how to explain it, like, it's weird. Anyways, maybe it's, like, maybe it's Maybelline, no, I'm kidding. Ow, my knees hurt really bad. Like, anytime I do videos like this, I'm, like, kneeling, like, I'm about to pray, like, dear Heavenly Father, like, fuck that, I'm atheist, but, like, you know, whatever. And, like, I feel like I'm praying because I'm, like, kneeling. And if I sat down, like, you wouldn't see me. Like, look, I'm sitting, you can't see me. Like, I have to fucking kneel. And, like, it's kind of, like, I feel like I'm about to be, like, dear Heavenly Father, I pray for blah, blah, bullshit. And, that was probably offensive. But, like, you know what? I, like, it's fun. I'm gonna sound authentic after I just said that. But, like, I do respect people who believe in religion. I've talked about this before. But I personally am an atheist. There's, like, not really a particular reason why I'm an atheist. Like, I've tried being religious. Didn't work out. Like, I've always never really believed. It's just never fit for me. But, like, for people who do have the dedication to have faith, kudos to you. Like, I can't, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm sorry if I was offensive and mocking that, but, like, yeah, what's the word I'm looking for here? But yeah, this book is really, like, it's written well, first of all, and there's not really any petty problems. They're pretty realistic, which I actually really enjoy. Well, I mean, they're not realistic because, like, it's between a vampire and a werewolf, but, like, it's realistic in that world, you know? Like, what I mean, like, if you were a vampire and if you were a werewolf, like, in that world, like, this these problems that they're dealing with, like, make sense and they're rational, and, like, you know that they would be realistic problems if you lived in a world like that. You know, like, what I mean? Like, it's not, like, forced, and it's not, like, a small problem that people have magnified because they think that they need it to have a story. Like, you know, like, it's a genuine concern that would probably be a big problem if you lived in that world and you were gay. So, I really enjoy that aspect of it, and it's written pretty well. I mean, there are certain aspects where I'm kind of like, really did not need that. But then there are certain other aspects where I'm like, that wasn't necessary, but that literally made my day. Like, literally, one of the main characters, like the vampire, he has a best friend who's a girl who is also a vampire, and she's gay, and then she falls in love with this human girl, and I'm just like, boy, I would love if they made that like a second branch out story. I would read that to my heart's content, because, like, love any form of gay romance ever. Hello, hello, have we met? So, you know, although I do have a slight flaw with gay romance, with boy X boy or BL romance, which is boy love or boy X boy, you get it, romance, like, they tend to, like, really, like, set, like, the scale for, like, one of them has a role of being submissive, typically the bottom, and then one of them has the role of being masculine, typically the top, and they don't really switch. There are a few books that, like, do switch, and they, like, do, like, alternate, and they're both, like, on equal terms, and I love those books. Like, so far, only have read 2 of those books, and the book that I'm talking about right now is one of them. So, you know, it's really hard to find a book like that where it represents them equally, but when you do, so good. Because in, like, real life, like, you know they alternate. Like, there's no way that there's just one bottom. Like, that's not, like, you know, I don't understand. Like, to me, that's just, like, I mean, I'm not gay myself. I mean, I am gay myself, but, like, I'm not a gay male myself, and I've never, like, done any of that stuff because I'm not a gay male. But, like, I would imagine they alternate, because, like, it doesn't make sense for you to just have one bottom. Like, well, I mean, maybe if you were in the BDSM universe and you were a strong sub, but, like, I don't know. Like, to me, it just makes sense that they would alternate. But, like, I don't know, because, like, I don't know that stuff. But, like, it's not my business anyways, even if I knew a gay couple. So, like, I wouldn't be asking them, like, do you guys alternate? Like, what the fuck? No. No. Like, that's like an invasion of privacy. And I know how that feels because I've had a couple people, like, ask me about, like, my relationships, and I've been kind of like, why do you need to know? Like, you know, like, why? I mean, I get it, curiosity, but still at the same time, like, do I ask you about your sex life? No. Don't ask me about mine. Okay? Like, no thanks. I mean, it happens to be really pretty dry right now, but, like, you know, let's not talk about that. And then, why do I keep, like, having my hands like that? I think after I, like, fake prayed, like, my hands are involuntarily going like this. Just stupid. Like, don't do that. I'll go like this. Oh, yeah, that looks even creepier. It looks like I'm, like, a Satanist or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it just looks weird. Okay, anyways. But yeah, this is, but then also, I really don't like a lot of lesbian, gay romances, because, like, or novels, because a lot of times, like, they're really, like, uber sensitive, and, like, a lot of times their, like, plots or their problems are pretty simple and small, and then they magnify them because they're both really sensitive, and I'm just kind of like, what's the point? Or you have one who's, like, pretty dominant, and then one of them is super submissive, so I'm kind of like, why? Again, I would imagine you would alternate. Even though I've never, like, actually had sexual intercourse with women before, like, I've only, like, literally just, like, made out a few times, like, so, like, I don't personally know, but, like, I would want to alternate as a gay, like, woman. Like, I know I would want to alternate. Like, I wouldn't just, like, want to have one job, like, you know, like, one, like, role. Like, that's boring. Like, that's anyways. So, maybe I went, like, too much information on this, but, like, I don't know, like, this, it's a thing that I do a lot. Like, too much information is my, literally, go-to for conversations, apparently. But yeah, like, I just really like this book because, like, it portrays, like, equality in, like, relationships pretty well, and I really like that. Also, it's hella fucking gay, which I really love, too. And, yeah, like, this book is also spoiling me because, like, now I'm gonna be even more picky with the books that I continue reading. Like, especially in Wattpad. Wattpad is not the best book place. But, you know, it's one of the few places where you can, like, find easily accessible books that are actual books and not just short stories. And they're, like, somewhat good books if you dig enough. And they're free. And they're easily accessible. And so, yeah, like, and I'm too lazy to, like, go walk all over the way to the library that's, like, a half a mile away, which is not that far, but, like, I'm lazy, okay? I don't want to walk all the way over there. Also, their book selection is, like, ass sauce. Like, it's so fucking tiny. And, like, all of their romance novels are straight, so I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, I can read straight romance, but, like, it's kind of boring. I can read other non-romance books too, like, but, like, it's not as entertaining, okay? Like, and also I'm a horny teenager, like, need some kind of okay, anyways, I don't think you understood that at all, because I wasn't speaking English. But, like, you know, it's fine, okay? Although, to be honest, like, I have not done anything recently, because, like, I just don't have the motivation to do, which is unfortunate, because I'm bored. But, like, when you don't have motivation, you don't have motivation. It's kind of sad, though. But, enough about my dry sex life. That's the end of this video, because, like, it's awkward now, and I feel like I've talked enough about this, like, already, but, you know, why not talk more about it, because, like, apparently I can't get enough about it, like, horny teenager, hello? Yeah, I still have not talked to my, like, kind of girlfriend in weeks, so, yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, I'm too scared to talk to her. Like, I know that I need to talk to her, but she hasn't reached out to me, and so, like, I'm too scared to reach out to her, so, like, you know. Yep, and the chicken in me is kind of hoping that by the time I do reach out to her, she's already in the Marines, and, like, I can't contact her, so then kind of hopeless anyways, so, you know. Yeah, I'm a fucking coward. Newsflash. Man. I talk all this game about, like, being equality and, like, speaking up and shit, and then, like, I'm over here, like, nope. So, I'm annoyed with myself, because, like, I can't fucking grow the balls to the doctor. Like, hello, sweetie. I know you weren't born with them, but, like, grow the fuck up and talk to her. God damn it. I wish I had, like, friends to confide in and talk to about it, but, like, I don't really. Like, I have two best friends, but they're, like, homeschooled, and, like, neither of them really date or are gay, so neither of them really get it. And then the one friend that would probably get it the most, she really hates the girl that I'm kind of sort of dating, so, you know, I can't really talk to her about that, because, like, she'd blow her fucking shit. So, again, don't really have anyone to talk to about it, so, I mean, I could talk to my therapist about it. I guess that's what they're there for. It's kind of awkward talking about your love life with your therapist, though, isn't it? I don't know. She's there for my depression, not for angsty teen issues, right? I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna talk about it with her anyways, because, like, you know, fuck it all, because, like, what do I have to lose? My sanity? It's already gone, sweetie. Okay, anyways, goodbye.